Well, good day, viewers. And look at that sky. Nice blue sky today. But you can see the flag is going off to the left. So that means it is a north wind. And it's nice, but depending where you're at, it's cold. Anyway, I'm just going to show you a few things that I was doing or was going to do. And one thing I was doing was I'll go down the driveway and show you in a few minutes here. I was shoveling gravel. And that's kind of got me done in already, and it's only 10:30 in the day. Anyway, that's some of the stuff I shoveled. I used about half of it in some of the potholes. Now that stuff was ended up into the long grass down there, and I'll show you that. And the reason why it was in the long grass is the fellow that comes and does the snow blowing in the wintertime got a hold of that stuff and put it through his blower out into the field. So in that stuff there was those. Imagine throwing that through your snowblower. And all them other little pieces. Holy cats. I would say there'd be no paint left. Oh, jumping! I was going to get at the wood today. Holy cats, like I say, I'm so wore out, I don't know if I can. And still wanting to try my invention here yet. Never did get back to that. So what I might do today is see if I can secure it so that when I roll the logs up against it, that it's not going to move. That was my intention the last day I was here. I thought I'd be back soon and do that, but I never did. So I'm going to put stakes in the ground down in front of here. Put stakes in the ground. There's lots of old wood over there that I can take and I can shape into stakes with my Saker mini electric chainsaw and pound them into the ground there. Keep the bottom from flipping out. And then I'm going to take a couple of straps that you tie stuff down in your trailer with and come up here about on both sides and come around and attach it to a log somewhere or something like that maybe. That'll keep the top part from falling backwards. That's my thinking anyway. I do a lot of thinking and not enough doing, I guess. But that's what happens when you're OFS. Old, fat, and you know what. So we'll walk down here. Where am I going to go first? Oh yeah, just back here to it. I was going to cut a piece of metal out of my trailer so I can get started someday at replacing the wood in my trailer. So I brought my cut-off saw, which I've had in the truck for a couple of days, maybe even a week. So I thought, well, I'll go and I'll get that done today. Well, I guess it looks like I ain't going to get that done today. Isn't that great? Lovely way to start the day. Anyway, that's the way it goes with me. So I'll show you the trailer. I guess I'll have to get another disc somewhere. Brand new disc, never even was used. Makes you wonder some days. So I need to get this piece of metal that is here. So I'm going to cut it off down in there and across there whenever I get another disc. And then I'll start getting this wood out. I got to get it out to take one piece, at least one piece, to somewhere to get something milled. And replace the wood. So it has like a little dovetail thing on the back here. That is why it's got that piece of metal on it, I guess. So as you can see, you don't want to be driving a 2,500 to a 3,000 pound tractor up on that. And there's other ones, like some of them aren't too bad yet, but I think there's other ones that are kind of starting also. But it's 15 years old, I guess, so. About. It may not be quite that old, but it's at least 13, I would say. So, we'll go for a little walk here. Where am I going to go first? I might as well go this way, I guess. GT. 300 horsepower, 5-speed manual. Oh, like me Jesus. So my son-in-law was here this morning and he had brought a load of gravel to fix up some of the bottom of the driveway, so we've got that fixed up nicely. And there's the camera. I guess we're all on camera. Look at that. Gardens are tilled up the other day. Son-in-law did that too. He's got a nice little, well, it's not little, it's a little New Holland, I think it's a T1520. I'm not sure of the number. Nice tractor, 35 horsepower, 5-foot tiller on it, and he dropped it into that garden. He'd never even know the tiller was on the thing. Never even changed RPM when he dropped it in. So I was kind of fixing up some potholes here. The funny thing about potholes, you can fill them all you want. They always come back. The only way to get rid of them is to dig in front of them, about 3 feet in front of them, 3 feet behind them, almost 3 feet on either side of them, and about 3 feet deep. And cover it back in and the pothole might be gone. So I also replanted a tree here this morning. Those 2 trees that are down there was a tree here that was identical to those 2, and there's absolutely no leaves on it. So it looked like the buds were there, but there were no leaves, and didn't seem to look like it was going to grow. So I uncovered that one the other day somewhere, and I went and dug it up today and planted it here. That's what else was going on today. And then in here is where all the gravel was. Anyway, we have to do that every year. It's the trouble with the snowblower. The snowblower's got a flat cutting surface on it, and we like to try and keep a crown on the driveway. But so then the snowblower tears the top off it. So that's that. So I fixed up a few holes, and then the son-in-law did a bunch down at the end down there. All right, now, where else are we going to go? You almost need to have a little scooter or something to get around this place. Well, that spruce tree is doing good. Grows like that every year. They just grow. Yeah. So it grew out. It grew out that much this year. Six inches. Flowers on that thing, whatever it is, don't last too long. The lilacs are pretty well out now. The old lilac tree's been there since I was a kid. And dying off, but it's still growing. It would have to be 75 years old, I would say. I'm not quite that old, but not too far away. And Norway maple, jumps the size of that tree. It's a biggie. So I don't know what happened there or how long you were off. But anyway, I came through the secret path there. And I got talking about that, I guess. So yeah, that deck there came with the Massey Ferguson 16, but it needs some work. And because we're having some trouble with the other deck that came off of the 14 tractor, which is the same deck, when you get into the heavier grass or wet grass, one of the belts was slipping. I don't know which one. So we might try and take the belt off of that one, on the deck belt, and change it. And then if that doesn't do anything, then we'll have to change the engine 2 deck belt. That's another thing to do. There's an engine. I know a fellow that has one of them, and he needs parts. And I said to him that you can have this one, but he has to pay the shipping. And he's not in my area. And he's not in Canada. Oh well. And I got to get this stuff home and start packing that away for next winter. And cut grass. Cut all that pile of wood. The little diesel tractor started up great today and worked good. Still half full of fuel. I don't know when he put fuel in it last. Or is it some diesel, I should say. All right. I think that's going to conclude our walk around for today. There's Mr. Rambler, 343 V8, 4-barrel dual exhaust, power steering, automatic. There's the big Bigfoot. Anyhow, they said we were supposed to get showers today, but don't really look like it. Well, I suppose it could. There's some clouds that way. There's some dark clouds that way. Anyway, if it started to rain, I'd be able to go home and sit down. All right, so that's going to be it for today. Just a walk around video today as to what the things I did and what I got to do. some of them. All right, goodbye now. I'm just going to show you, I'm going to make a couple of stakes here with the Saker electric mini chainsaw. There it is. A couple of stakes just as quick as that. So I'm going to put them over in the ground here. Maybe one go there like that, sort of. And one go there like that, sort of. And hopefully that'll keep the bottom from pushing out. Anyway, I think I'm going to try and get this thing secured up today, and that's going to be it. I'm wiped out. Go home and have some dinner, I guess. All right. Have a great day wherever you're at and whatever you're doing. Goodbye now.